Hi guys, I'm back to the tutorials. I just want to say thank you to Mel from Devon for sending these ones from the Steampunk tutorials I've done previously. How incredible are they? It's great to know you guys are out there drawing the pictures I suggest. As it's a steampunk thing, I think I'd start off with another steampunk one, which is a request to do Steampunk Snoopy. So let's draw Steampunk Snoopy. Okay, let's start out with the nose of Snoopy. So we're going to start with somewhere in the middle of your paper. We're going to curve a line round, make a big C shape, and then go slightly longer there and up to there. And a tiny little line at the end. Then once you've got that, I'm going to do another C shape at the end here to make his nose. So there we go, just like that. Remember to pause if you need to, guys, to keep up. Now once you've got that, I'm going to shade a little bit of the nose in. Doesn't have to be too neat, because Snoopy shading was always a little bit loose. And then where the top of this C is, we're going to do a line going down and stop there just above where that mouth ends. And I'm going to curve the other way round, making a long oval like that. Then inside that, we're going to do another one. And then the top of it, a small circle inside, and then shade that in dark as well. Doesn't have to be too neat. Now we're going to do a small square here next to that, and then a line going across and a line going across, so you should be halfway between that square there. And then we're going to join up and go join down. Now once you've got that, I'm going to do a line going down and a line going across. And then I might be a little bit longer actually. Maybe go slightly past that mouth there. So we want room for his ear to come down. So then you've guessed it, we're going to do a curve going round, down and up like that. Don't worry if it's not too neat, they've all got your other unique style. Then we're going to do another circle inside this ear. And then we're going to shade that in all loosely. Depending on what pen you've got. I use a Pentel Touch, which is my preferred pen, but any pen does, a felt tip pen or... Now we've got that, I want to curve a line from the top of these goggles, so just around to the back of the head there. And then we're going to do another one going up that way. And then slight curve at the end, back, and then towards the back like that. Try and curve it over if you can, doesn't matter too much. And then we're going to curve back to join there. And then we're going to put a sort of rectangle going at a slight angle up here, like it's poking up from behind the hat there. And then just over here, somewhere between the ear and the goggle, we're going to do a square. And then a small square there inside that square towards the right hand side. And then another square just inside. Like I say guys, remember to pause if need be. I don't know, some of you might be waiting for me to finish and going, come on. So then we're going to do another line going across to there. And then another one, and then down like that. Now we're going to finish off the top of this hat here, so we're going to go one line going slightly out and the other line going slightly out. And then we're going to curve a line across to join that hat together there. Right, so now we've got that head. We're going to start with this bit here, so just under the end of the goggles there, or maybe just a bit, yeah, just slightly in front of them actually. I'm going to start doing a curve going down like that, and then over from this side we're going to curve a line down like that. Then we're going to do a sort of square at an angle like that, maybe circular edges to it slightly, like an oval square if you know what I mean. And then a line going down and a line going down like that. Then a sort of jagged line, doesn't matter how it is, underneath like that. And then just a couple of little tick marks inside to make his little scarf. It's where he'd normally have a collar. And then we're going to do a line like that and a line like that, not quite joining on. And then a line going down and across. Now we're going to make the collar of his jacket, so we're going to go down, in, and join it together in a point down like that. Now just in here, just inside, do another line there and a line curving outwards like that. And do a very squished rectangle like that. And we're going to put a little button here because that's going to be the end of his jacket. So a little button like that. Now we're going to do a finger, finger and a finger. And then we're going to follow a jacket straight down like that. And just extend that jacket a bit further down. And then curve it over to make a jacket like that. Then we're going to curve his belly. I know how he feels, big belly like that. There we go. And a couple of little legs. So 2 lines down, another line slightly apart from it there, and another one like that. Now what we're going to do is do his feet, so a line going over and another one going slightly back like that, and another one going over down to there, and a couple of toes and a hint of a toe there, I'm going to join these all up, just like curved lines, and go straight across. Now under here we can do his tail poking out, so a line going round. And another little line going round to join it like that. So you've got the vague shape. I'm going to add some more details in just to balance him out a little bit. So I'm going to do a line going down on the outside, and then back like that. And just for good measure, I'm going to do a very thin line going along here, just above the foot, and full on behind, with a couple of little pointy bits of grass like that. Now you can put what you can do where you like this now, but you can put some different details on there. So I might put a line going down and a couple of small rectangles in here to give him a hat, sort of scruffy marks, and maybe a little patch inside. You can do anything you like, but I like doing squares with little dashes like that to make a patch. And maybe a line in the inside of the coat on there. Just little things make all the difference, really. Another little patch here, maybe a couple of lines, and then maybe some buttons going down the side of the goggles, lines like that. All these little things make a bit of a difference. Maybe run along the jacket. It's all up to you. You could put patterns, you could put checkers on there, whatever you think, really. Might put a couple of checkers just for good measure. But basically there you go, you have your Steampunk Snoopy.